Hello, this is going to be a tarot card reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. So if you have it in your chart, this could be for you. But if you don't have it in your chart, it could still be for you. So if it showed up on your For You page and you felt drawn to this reading, it totally can be for you. It could be a sign from your spirit guides. They might just, say, hey, this sounds like this belongs to them, and put it on your homepage. So if you see it and you felt drawn to it, go ahead and watch it, but you need to use your intuition to know if it's for you, whether you have it in your chart or not. This is a general reading, so it is up to you to use your intuition to know if it's for you, okay? Also, this reading is timeless, which means it does not matter when it showed up on your page. What matters is when you saw it, when you felt drawn to this reading, okay? I'm actually going to use the Rebel deck here. You know what? I'm going to save that for my Patreon because this has cuss words and I don't think YouTube likes cuss words. So I'll save that for the extended reading actually, or a different reading. I changed my mind. Sorry. Okay. Just trying to think of which deck I'll go with first. Let me use this deck here. The Thelma deck. I don't use this very often. And when I use a deck that I don't use very often, it might take me a little bit longer to decide the meaning. Depends. Because for the decks that I use a lot, I've already kind of got the meanings pre-made in my head, whereas the decks I don't use, I do tend to, I take into consideration the original meaning from my main deck, but at the same time, I look at the picture. And if it's different than my original meaning, then I kind of go with that usually. So that's why it might take me just a little bit longer to decipher the message if it's a deck I'm not used to. So bear with me, please. Spirits, what is this reading about? Love, money, career, or something else? What do we got going on here? Five of Wands. Honestly, this picture is not telling me anything. I don't really know what's going on here. I think typically the Five of Wands, if I'm not mistaken, that's like competition, jealousy, chaos, if I'm not mistaken, I'm thinking of it correctly. But this is just, it's just a bunch of wands, and there's kind of like this energy coming out from the middle, but that's not really like telling me anything different. So what is this Five of Wands? Can we get more on that Five of Wands? What's going on in the situation? But a fives do mean the situation can change. So if there was competition, chaos, jealousy, that kind of thing in a situation, that's going to change. Whoa, that is way too many. If that was meant to pop out, let it pop out. Okay, so we have the High Priestess. So this is you being very, very intuitive. Use your intuition. She has a scroll too, so it's like, you hold this divine information. So with whatever's going on with this situation, this chaos, this competition, to help guide you, you need to tap into your intuition because you are very intuitive. You need to trust your intuition here. So maybe you've been doubting what your gut's been telling you, but you need to trust it. Two of Wands. So this is like looking out at the situation. Can you tell me more, spirits? And the Page of Wands. So the Two of Wands is like looking out at the situation. There's a decision that needs to be made here with whatever's going on in this situation. Take it how it resonates with you. I don't even know yet. There's lots of mountains in the background. There's a lot of fire here too. A lot of passion, a lot of fire energy. I mean, that could even be sexual energy, but a lot of passion, a lot of fire. And like I said, with this competition or chaos or, Maybe there's a lot of people that have passion that are fighting for the same job or the same career, or maybe this is a love reading. So the mountains in the background, to me, these mountains represent challenges. So there's some challenges to overcome. Definitely, obviously, if we've got all this competition, and you're supposed to use your intuition to help you through this. So you need to meditate, listen to what the divine's telling you. She's got that scroll in her hand, so she's got some kind of divine information at her fingertips. So it's like you have to make a decision, and it's like you've made one because you have your hand on one of the swords and one of the wands and not the other. And there's like these weird like clouds, but it's almost like the heavens are opening up. This can also be, well, it's like she's looking through some kind of weird window too, like a portal of some kind. This could be like you strategizing and planning something as well. This could involve travel. The Page of Wands, you know, this is either the universe bringing in this energy or a person, and it's very passionate, maybe some kind of an offer. It has a lot, there's a lot of fire here, a lot of passion. There's even sparks everywhere, sparks flying everywhere. Even here, it's like sparks, it's like flying everywhere. So that's what I'm seeing here. They've got like the ashes, the sparks everywhere. If this is a person coming in, God, there's so much, other than the High Priestess, these cards all kind of match each other, you know. Lots of fire energy. So if this is a person, then this person might be younger than you, or might just be young, might be immature. If it's an offer coming in, the offer might be immature. This could be someone coming in with a very passionate sexual offer, but like I said, they might come in immature in that they're just proposing, you know, sex or passion and not so much emotions or things that, you know, a feminine might want. Can you tell me more about this situation, Spirit? I mean, there's a lot of wands here, and there's 3 wands and just one that's not. The High Priestess is major arcana though, so the bigger picture here is like, you need to use your intuition to deal with whatever this is. Okay, a lot. So this is probably a love reading. I feel like this Emperor coming out, you know, and there's a fire there, even though this isn't a wands because it's Emperor, but there's fire. There's still fire. This is all lit up over here. There's fire up here. So it's like more fire. And the Emperor, for me, he's kind of an energy that's like a leader, a boss type, a dad type. I mean, he's above a king even. He rules. But because he's supposed to be so strong, he's afraid to be vulnerable. So he doesn't want to open up his feelings. He's got them, but he's busy showing all this fire instead. And maybe he writes a love letter and then burns it here in the trash can. So we got this trash can burning there. That's kind of what I felt in some readings lately. And then we have the sun. So more fire. Look at this. It's like her little wand here, even though this is the sun and not wands, it's more fire. So the sun is just immense happiness coming to you. It's also major arcana. So I feel like this, you know, is saying if you use your intuition with whatever is coming in or whoever is coming in, it's going to lead you to happiness, but you have to follow your intuition. Because these are the major arcana here, is the High Priestess and the Sun. So the Sun also is getting clarity And like I said, she's got this wand and it's like she's doing this magic. So I feel like this is something you're working on manifesting right now. You're manifesting this passionate energy. I mean, I guess it could be career, but I'm feeling like this is probably a love situation from this Emperor, this masculine energy coming in all passionate, but they're going to come in like a page though. At first, they're going to come in hot. And that's why you're going to need to use your intuition on how to deal with that. Because they're going to come in hot, but immature. And eventually, I mean, you know, there's some balancing that needs to be done. This also, like, let's say this is a twin flame reading. This card can, sometimes I've been having it come out where it's just like merging of the energies of the twin flame. Like this is the infinity symbol, and then you're just merging these energies. But it can be balance. The need to meditate, use that intuition. And then if you do that, I feel like this person who's going to come in and mature will eventually come in more emotionally stable. Like there's all this water around him, which means emotions. And it's very rocky and stuff, but he's on this throne that's of concrete slab, you know? So he is very emotionally stable, even though everything around him is kind of rocky. So I feel like the person's going to start off, you know, being if this is a love reading, which I'm feeling like it is, kind of hot. They're coming in hot. I mean, hot for you. Whoever this is feels so much passion for you. And they have emotions too, but they're just not going to show them because they're that Emperor. So they're going to come in seeming very sexual. But, you know, you need to make sure that there's balance, that it's not just sexual. So you're supposed to use your intuition here. You will. And then I feel like this person at some point goes through a spiritual awakening. They have this aha moment. We've got an owl in the tree and it's all lit up. So I feel like that's divine wisdom. Again, with the High Priestess, you have the scroll. So either you're having the spiritual awakening or they are. The way if this is a twin flame reading, the way it's been going lately is it's kind of like, I think it's the divine masculines that are going to be having the spiritual awakening. But I don't know. I never think of this, but for some reason here I'm thinking, oh, there's all these women coming out of the casket. So maybe it's a feminine energy this time, because usually I don't think like that. But, you know, there's all these little, I don't know if these are fireflies or what, but all this little magical energy everywhere. Judgment is also a major arcana. So the bigger picture is, okay, yeah, more fire. This is 3 of Pentacles. It's Pentacles, but yet there's all this fire right here. And then these colors in the back are actually like fall leaves, but they kind of got a golden tint to them. So this is somebody wanting to collaborate with you, but look at the fire. And, you know, doing a spell together and merging this energy. And so again, you're the High Priestess. So maybe this time you're having the spirit, or whoever the divine feminine is having the spiritual awakening. So here's what I got so far. I've got, there was a situation with competition, chaos, you know, lots of passion. There's a lot of energy, lots of passionate energy, but it's a 5, so it's going to change, you know, so whatever conflict it was, whatever competition or chaos or somebody trying to win at all costs. Like in my regular deck, it's like somebody kicking the other person down because they want to win. They're trying to get to their passion, their fire. So it's like there's maybe there was competition, or maybe this person coming in saw that maybe whoever the divine masculine is the one probably coming in hot for the divine feminine. And maybe that's because the divine feminine, you know, they want this divine feminine. And maybe they thought this divine feminine had a lot of other suitors. So that's why the 5 of Wands came out with, and it makes me think of competition. So you have this decision to make. You know, they're coming in hot and you're going to have this decision to make. You've already made your decision though, but I bet you it's, you know, according to the twin flame storyline anyway, it's probably that, God, you want them, You want them bad, but you also love and respect yourself enough that you can't just have them coming in just wanting sex. Maybe an affair, or maybe they're with somebody and they want to have an affair, or maybe they just want to have friends with benefits because they're not healed and they can't commit, or whatever. They're coming in hot. I mean hot. And like I said, they might be writing love letters, but they're burning them, or they're tearing them up, or because they're not going to express their feelings because they're feeling vulnerable, and that leaves you feeling like that's all they want is sex. And so you're like, as much as I want them, as much as I love them or want them, I've got to respect myself enough. And so, like I said, it's going to end in your happiness. But there's this need to balance the energies between the two of you, or balance things out, or not, make it to where you don't accept it unless it's balanced. And so I think later on they go through a spiritual awakening, they have an aha moment, or they start to, and then they kind of come in more balanced, more grounded, more stable emotionally. And the Three of Pentacles, it's like you guys will be collaborating, you'll be working together. Okay? So I'm going to stop this part of the reading here, and I'm going to go into a bonus reading, an extended reading, where we're going to look at timing. We're going to find out what's going to happen in the next 6 months to a year or sooner. And I'm sure a lot more wonderful information, very useful information will come out in the extended. So it's definitely worth a watch. Being extended, a lot of synchronicities come out, and it gets really exciting. A lot of extra information. And so I'll be able to tell you, if there'll be like a good outcome here in the next 6 months to a year sooner. Because I do feel like there will be eventually, but we don't know timing on that. So yeah, if you want to watch the extended, if you want to find out more about this information, if you feel like it resonates with you, first of all, let me know down in the comment section if you feel like it resonates with you. But also, if you want to watch the extended, you can go down to the description box below and click on the link that takes you to my Patreon. You'll notice it says it's $5.55, but that's not just for this one reading. That is for all the extendeds I've done up until this point, and all the extendeds that I do going forward for whatever time period you pay for. You can sign up monthly, but you don't have to. You can cancel at any time. And if you do stay monthly, I truly, truly appreciate it. It is supporting my being able to keep doing these readings. It's supporting this channel. That's kind of will be the main way that I am getting support. I do also do some personal readings on TikTok, and I do have some decks that I sell and stuff like that. But I think in the long run, this is probably going to be the main thing that will be able to keep me going. So certainly, by the way, if you're not following me on TikTok and Instagram, go over there and follow me on there as well. You can find the links down below in the description box, plus they're on the first page of my website. If you want to check out the decks I've made, you can check out those on my website too. Again, my website address is down below in the description box below. It's www.bossasswitch1111.com. So if you want to order a personal reading, you can on there as well. But back to the extended. So yeah, if you can cancel at any time, but I truly appreciate it if you do stay a Patreon. What else? I think that's about it. So just make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get notified when I come out with these readings. And I am going to go head over to the extended now. So meet me there.